Hello, I'm Valérie Varnier. My domain is Champagne VARNIER-FANNIERE in Avise. This domain has been established in 1860. At the beginning, the grandfather of my husband were only farmers. Then the grandfather of my husband started to produce champagne in 1950, just after the Second War, before he sold the grapes to the big houses like Moët-et-Chandon or Rodré. But in the 50s, he decided to produce his first bottles. It was a little production, only 1,000 bottles a year. Then the domain began bigger, and now we produce 35,000 bottles a year. We only have Chardonnay. We are in the Côte des Blancs, so we only have Chardonnay. And we produce different cuvées. The first one is Esprit de Craie. It comes from a vineyard we have near Avise, where the soil is very special, very poor, with a large part of chalk. So the wine is very mineral and with a salty taste. Then we produce in Grand Cru several bottles. The basic one is the Brut Grand Cru. It's a blending of different vineyards in Avise, Auger, Cramant, but most of the vineyards are in Avise. And then we have special cuvées like Saint-Denis or Champagne Origine. This one comes from special vineyards, the oldest one, and we also have Grand Vintage. To make the Grand Vintage, we select the best grapes we have in the domain. So before the harvest, we have a tour in our vineyards, and we select the best grapes we have to produce the vintage. So that's why we only produce between 1,000 and 2,000 bottles a year of Grand Vintage. So my recommendation for me, the bottle who represents the best the domain is the Cuvée Saint-Denis. So Cuvée Saint-Denis is a cuvée, so it means it's the first juice we get when we press the grapes during the harvest. It comes from one of the oldest vineyards we have in Avise, which comes from the grandfathers of my husband. The plants are almost 60 years old. And the name of the place is Les Maladeries du Midi, the real name. We used to call it Le Clos du Grand-Père, that means the place of the grandfather. But the real name is Les Maladeries du Midi, and it's a very famous place in Avise. It's in the middle of Avise. And I can add, since 2 years ago, we started to treat this vineyard with organic products. And now all the domain is treated with organic product. But we started with this vineyard of Saint-Denis. So I recommend this wine, the best expression of the terroir of Avise.